I will be your father, says the Lord Almighty.
With this statement alone, how do you envision God? Someone who shows aggression every now and then? Or maybe someone who punishes you every single time you go against them? Or someone who watches you, like how an audience watches a show? Or someone who you simply feel like they just do not exist? This particular verse brings out each person's definition of a father, which tends to heavily reflect upon their own main father figure growing up. After all, kids quickly absorb things according to what they observe from their most intimate environments. Given this inevitability of imperfect people becoming our fathers and guardians here on earth, how can we truly understand what is it like to have a perfect and loving father in the modern world? Well, let me introduce a character from the Chinese drama Go Ahead, called Yi Zhao. He is an owner of a local restaurant while also being a single father raising his one and only daughter. However, one day, a female friend suddenly asks him to take care of her son for a while she takes care of her seriously ill mother. But the child's parents do not come back. For the next 10 years, Yi Zhao raises his 3 kids, Li Qiu, Xiao, his neighbor's son, who was also abandoned by his mother, and, of course, his one and only daughter, Jian Jian. One of the blood relatives of the son visits them and repeatedly scolds him all throughout the day, saying, but the father didn't take this chance to tell the aunt how hard he has had for so many years, nor did he boast about his ability to raise 3 kids in one roof. Instead, he reprimanded the aunt, saying,
捧在手心上，我不舍得打，我不舍得骂他。有些人他非得提醒我的，说我不是亲爹，我不是亲爸，我不是亲人。我们家子秋受的委屈更多了。说的2句，你要孝顺，你要知道尊重人。我们家子秋怎么就不孝顺了啊？
Sometime later, the son's biological father suddenly appears. Instead of being rude and resentful for coming back after so long, the father even invited him to their own house to see where his son spent the majority of his life.
我呢，一直长居在海外，做出口贸易。你们也想到了啊，对，条件很好。大哥，您是个明白人，如果您真对子秋好的话，那还是让他认祖归宗。
他是确实找我了。 但是我也想了一想，我觉得挺好。
When the son suddenly wished to grab the new opportunity to study abroad, the father didn't hold his kid back and painfully accepted that the biological father was just like him, someone who only wanted to get closer to his kid. But most importantly, he reassured his son.
爸，我去英国。 你真不生气啊？
真不生。子秋，爸是打心眼里希望你能有一个好的前途啊，打心眼里希望你能够学自己想学的东西，做自己想做的事情。
再说了，你不是说了吗？说一毕业就回来吗？
However, when graduation came, the son didn't come back. He only came back after a few more years. But instead of scolding his child for not doing what he promised, the father simply and purely rejoiced for his return. So, what is a perfect father like?
Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
我跟你开玩笑呢，啊！
爸，
你，啊，
爸，
嘿，儿子，所以说，不管遇到什么事儿，你放心，有爸